I don't see a lot of melanated, that's how you say it, people around in the media, and especially not the mainstream media. And that's not something I have for now, that's something I've had for the several years. I've been living in Holland, yeah.
You've proved that you have an audience and that
Yes,
you
yes.
can. So that's why I think that the Dutch talent should be more open
Yeah.
to stepping over there,
Yes.
even if it's just to test the waters.
I see. And I also think because even if we from the Caribbean we talk good English, still English for me is really like a fourth language. You know, I speak Papiamento first. So I was never brought up with English all constantly around me. We learn that extra, and we even learn to speak it or to manage to speak it like even like a trick. It's like it's not internalized within me. So maybe that's also a reason why we are like, Holland or Europe is for now it's safe. I think it's also a matter of safety. It's safe enough. Yeah.
In terms of media representation, like when you look at the billboards, advertising in the Netherlands, do you feel represented?
No, I don't. No.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't. Actually, I say that because as soon as I see someone who looks like me in the media, my first reaction is focus, and I'm very surprised, which means that it is not common for me to see that. And that's yeah. So yeah, that's my answer. I don't see a lot of melanated. That's how you say it. People around in the media, and especially not the mainstream media. And that's not something I have for now. That's something I've had for the several years. I've been living in Holland. Yeah.
And then I have a question, which is just a curious question, because of course I have a lot of ideas. But how do you think we can change that?
Wow. I'm just. I just want to say. I just don't want to say a cliche thing, eh? Because cliche things don't work. That's why we. That's why we keep clichéing them. Just to say it like that. How can we change that?
Us, the individuals
The
who want
individual.
more
Yes.
representation.
I think the way you mean the black individuals? Yes. I think actually by not only educating ourselves, but being very aware of the talents that we have and also the talents that we see in other artists or persons, even younger, and then really investing in that. So not just leaving someone alone to like, oh, Collin, you're doing very well, or whoever, you're doing very well, but really coming really together and form like, I think you can say even your own schools or even your own way of education to even become a better and also create opportunities for each other and creating more platforms where we are more visible. I think that would be a good start.
Yeah, I agree with that, Colin. I think this project for me is my effort on that front, and I hope people will join me on that to create
Yes.
100 profiles, 100 Dutch talents
Yeah.
of the diaspora, and create this family vibe where you can share your skills, where you can mentor somebody, where you can open the door a little bit for others in the community. Because most of the time, you just want opportunities.
Yes.
And nobody wants a handout. Nobody wants, oh, you poor people, here's a little crumb.
A little thing, yeah.
You just want to have the same opportunity as everybody else. And I think networking and sharing resources, sharing skills, and promoting each other
Exactly.
is one big way to make some dents in that.
Yes, me too.
Yeah,
I also think that. Yeah, I agree.
That's great.
Yes.
Let's see how we're doing. Dutch cinema. Did I ask you about Dutch cinema yet?
Not yet.
All right. So, did you go to the movies?
I do go to movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the last Dutch movie you watched at the cinema?
Whew. Let's think. Dutch movie. I remember having seen something, but I don't even know. Well, this was a Dutch production. It is a Dutch. It is a Dutch, even Belgian production, and a friend of mine is starring in it. She's also a black person, black artist, black female artist, and I think that would be the last one. This is TV. This is a TV series, and it's called Grenslanders. Okay. In this case, but it has people of color in it, though.
How about the cinema? That's what I asked.
Yes, the cinema. No, then I think I cannot even recall the last really Dutch movie that I have seen, because I don't think I even go to Dutch movies.
Why?
It does not. I think the how do you call it? The themes, or even the actors, they don't really. I think only when I see the trailer, it doesn't really inspire me to like, okay, I'm going to watch this movie. No, it does not.
So, when you went to the cinema last time, what movie did you watch?
The last movie I watched was, you mean really
In general,
the cinema?
Yeah, at the cinema, on the big
it's
screen.
On the big screen.
Yeah.
That was Green Book. Yes, that was Green Book. Yeah.
I have a theory, Colin,
Yes.
that the Dutch film industry is a good industry, but it excludes a big audience. And I think that if they listened to what people really want to see,
Yes.
they would also profit, and it wouldn't have to be constantly subsidized. So how can we get our stories out there? Because if you're not going to the cinema, I assure you, everybody I'm asking has pretty much the same response. I don't go. And I don't think that's acceptable.
Okay.
I think we should be making content that everybody can enjoy from our point of view.
Yes.
And the funny thing is that everybody will enjoy it. That's the irony. That is the irony. Everybody will enjoy the film if it shows the reality. What do you think about that?
I'm going to try to rephrase what you said. Yeah. So I think for myself, yes, if I would see more equal or diverse interpretation in the movies, your question is if it would stimulate me to go more often, and I think the answer will be yes. Yes, because exactly like you say, I like movies. I like to be entertained by movies. I like to be informed by movies. I like to watch a movie. But then again, the content exactly must also really apply to me. So I agree with you. I think if there's something they're showing which I would be interested in watching, of course I would go. Yes. And it's not really the case at the moment. It is not. No.
But I believe we could be our own producers. I really believe that we shouldn't wait for a Dutch film fund to decide a story is worth making.
Exactly.
I think if everybody just gave a cappuccino a week worth of money towards a project, we would have much more being produced that reflects other reality. But it only requires a large group of people to contribute a small amount on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping with this initiative, I can start getting that organized.
And maybe also with your initiative, because I don't know that much about movie making, but then I have this idea in my head that is expensive. So expensive means then almost automatically impossible or difficult. And then maybe it's also good for us to get more information from each other like this. So you can also inspire me or give me another perspective on things that I'm like, oh, but...
Put it like this.
Exactly, yeah.
Because we're part of a diaspora global community, our audience is global. It exists. So one doesn't need to wait for your local, physically local audience to be interested in you. You as a comedian can reach millions of people online. You can fill a theater on the internet. So I'm just saying that people should be thinking a little bit outside of the box and not limiting ourselves, even in terms of producing a film. It just takes a huge number of people. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's one individual that costs a lot of money.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe. Shout at Hues Films.